welcome to No Filter.
Hi.
I have a topic. So we went to, what was it, Hot Sauce Poetry?
Yes.
And Portia was there, right? Her name Portia?
Yes. Tell me again.
And
From Empire.
from Empire, right? And you know, I really had to question myself, right? If it's something you don't support, would you work for them? So like, I don't necessarily support homosexuality. But what if I was given a job that paid me $200,000 to be ahead of like the Rainbow Coalition? You know, so I really had to ask myself, like, do you support, can you work for and make money off of something that you truly don't support?
That's tough.
If you don't
That's
But
the
I-
Rainbow
but I feel-
Coalition though. The mission is much different than what a person's preference is. A personal preference is.
Yeah, like for instance, I know a girl who wears her hair natural and she does natural hair, but she don't turn down sewing. She don't turn down perm.
That's a
You
good
know, do what you do, get what you want. I
You
feel
know.
you because McDonald's corporate office was hiring for, I can't remember what, but I think they're trying to turn their image around. And I don't know how I feel about working for, I do like that they're trying to turn it around, but I'm like, I don't support McDonald's and what they're serving. Like, would I be passionate about this? Would I care for real? So no, I get what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
I don't know. I mean, like Empire, right? Like, I don't watch Empire. I think the themes in it is just, you know, not conducive to our children and just us as black people. But if they came like, hey, be an extra for $200,000, an extra for or come and read a few lines, you know.
But you know what you can always do is you can take the role, but you can also give back to your community. Something that you mentioned, and let the kids know it's only entertainment.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's
point.
only
Excellent point.
entertainment.
I went through the same thing with Joseph, auditioning for, possibly, hopefully, we'll get the audition for playing an 8-year-old role of Lucius Lyons. I don't let him watch the show. However, he watches it with other people.
Yeah.
And he loves the show. When I asked him about Lucius Lyons, he's like, oh, he's the best villain ever.
What?
Villain.
Okay.
Villain.
Now what if,
But I struggle with
what
that.
if they asked him to play a gay boy? What if
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
No.
then you wouldn't do that?
Even if my baby was a teenager,
Okay.
I'd have been like, you can't date that role.
Let's see if it go
Money is
ahead.
the root to all evil.
Which is-
and people out here, as y'all was saying last week, how these kids are so quote unquote on name brand and all this. Yeah, they gonna go for it. They're gonna go for it because it's money and they ain't finna give back to no community. I'm just being honest.
Most people won't.
And now they looking like my bank account and my savings account. Need some help. Them $700 shoes, them $200 shoes, them $200 True Religion pants. They ain't getting that. They like, yes,
Yeah.
I want it.
I definitely think, especially, you know, when you do have morals that are biblically, you do have to draw a fine line to say, how can I say that this is affecting the children, but I do something that's kind of promoting it? Quinny, what you think? I just want, you know, because you in church too, and you have these set of values and morals, but this is going to pay you and feed your family.
Your eyebrows look good, by the way.
I'm loving the last
Your eyebrows too. Did I say eyebrows?
No, you had
We will not be outdone over here.
Get it, nickable.
Left versus the right. We will not be outdone.
You are so silly. The thing is, the world is not operated off of the Bible. They do not follow the word. So I can't expect to walk into a business and just think they're going to have Christian values and they're going to have Christian morals, because that's just not so. So I would just, unless you work in a church or you have your own business and you make it a Christian-based business.
Right.
So I would just have to make sure that I just separate myself and just make sure that I know that, you know, even though I'm doing this, this is not who I am. Now, will I play a gay actress? No. See, things like that I can control. Right, yeah. I'm not going to play a gay actress. I'm not going to, you know, now, will I be an executive, or will I be a writer, or will I be, you know, behind the camera scene? You know, that's something different. But when it comes to performing, that's when you can make your, you know, you can draw your line. You know,
Or like Portia, to me, she's herself. She went in for one thing, she got
Yeah.
picked up for being herself. her role is not harmful at all. She's just being herself.
She's being
so
herself.
I think that's fine. But Lee Daniels, his whole goal is to, you know, he says that the black community is so homophobic, so he wants to kill them. He wants to push it on the community. So that's the other thing. Like, do I support his vision?
Right.
In making the
And making that
the show.
We are and I feel like if you take part in the show, you are supporting his vision because he's operating his vision through you.
So then the people who work for businesses that demean black people,
don't even like black people.
Fox, you know, Fox or you know some organizations that we know that don't even like us, but we work there.
So, world, if you have not seen the picture, these children that are kind of like in a gangway of two buildings appear to be grammar school, maybe late grammar school to early high school. All males are standing in line waiting to receive oral sex from another little boy.
Or it appears that way. Or they're at least watching.
They're watching, and one guy is actually receiving while one guy is performing it. And there's a young lady that's taking a picture like, world star. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. No one really seemed to be phased. No one in the picture act like, oh, hurry up and get it done.
Well, like,
it was just like, this is what we do. Yeah, over here. It's everybody seems so comfortable with it. Even with the person that took the picture, she seemed very comfortable with it, like it's a natural act.
Right.
With these young boys that were performing same-sex acts on each other. And I'm just looking at the picture like, oh my gosh, I remember years ago.
A gun up in his, you know,
I don't know what the guy that was
making him
receiving the
do that.
act, he had something in his hand. Someone said it was a cell phone. It kind of appeared to be something else. It could have been a gun. The picture was kind of fuzzy, so I really don't know. But I remember a few years ago, me and some coworkers were joking about 5 boys taking turns with humping the ottoman, humping the curtains. They were just dancing and they videotaped themselves doing all these sexual moves. And we were just joking like, man, if that was my son, I'd beat his ass for humping on my ottoman. And I'm like, damn, how far times have come from humping on an ottoman to actually receiving sex from another little boy. It's just like, which of the lesser two would you accept? And what are these women, the mothers of these kids, what do you feel when you see something like that? I can't imagine what I would do if I seen my own child on a picture like that.
But you know what?
I would be so embarrassed, and it's out there for the world to see. It's just like, that's the kind of stuff that causes these kids to become suicidal.
Yeah. I want to go back to parenting because I just strongly feel that little kids should not be outside. Outside doing what? Where you at?
He said outside. They should go outside.
No, they couldn't be outside. They couldn't No, I'm talking about unsupervised. No, they can go outside, but should be no 12-year-old, no 13-year-old should just be outside. Mom, I'm gone. I'll be back at 8.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And what
They don't even give a be back.
They don't even say old school. Not the baby because that's the reason. That's old. That's the reason why.
Your little girl don't need to be nowhere that you don't know where
your son don't need it because otherwise he would not be subjected to the things of the world.
Because where do you think these kids' parents are? Could they be at work or
obviously they ain't at home?
Who would supervise them?
No.
Would you supervise your kid if they wanted to go outside?
When my kids go outside, they go outside and play in the neighborhood. They go outside and they're on the block. So I tell you, don't go past that house and don't go past that house. And you can play all day long and they are fine with that.
Even you think you can do that even at 13?
Yes. I am the parent. Yes, I can do that. You're living in my house. Yes, I can do that.
How about 16? You think you can still pull it
If you are living in my house, I can pull whatever I want.
You gonna make them stay on the same block?
Hell yeah, you on the block, my nigga. They gonna never go off the block.
You can't follow my rules, get out.
Seriously though, we couldn't go off the block. We couldn't go off the block, and that's just the way that it was.
But that was in 1972.
No, but my parents, it was like, if we went somewhere, you know, we would go to the movies. We had to have a destination.
Right.
And if we were going to be out past curfew, you better make sure you call home and say where you were. So even if we wasn't at that destination, which sometimes we were not, you still were restricted to what you could do and what you could kind of get away with. When you have no restrictions, it's just a free for all.
And you all think that's what happened with these kids? They were in broad daylight.
Yes. I think these kids do this all day. I believe those kids go out every day all day.
Yes.
Damn.
To cover a girl's point, I was the baby in my family. So, you know, by the time it gets to you after all these kids, your parents don't care as much. So you get to do whatever the hell you want to do. And I got to go off the block. I got to go, you know, to friends' house. She knew the friends, but I was pretty much an honest young lady. So wherever I said I was going, I went. I came home, you know, at a reasonable time. But
professional.
I could have been doing anything.
Yeah.
I could have been
good and
anywhere.
wholesome.
I even had friends and family who was out there bogus. 12, 13, 14. But it just wasn't in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was never interested.
Yeah, and that may be you, but
It depends on who you are as a person.
Yeah.
I really think so.
I'm not leaving it up to a child to figure out who they are.
Well, not you. Now you only have one child.
No.
Try having 6 kids. Try having 6.
Shit, by that third one, you got shit. I'm tired. Y'all been gone. I don't even like y'all. I stopped liking y'all after the second one, so really.
But me as a parent, I do agree. Like, you just can't go wherever the hell you
You
feel
can't,
like
and you have to be at home at a certain time. I raised 3 boys already. They're grown. They came plenty of times knocking at my door. You weren't here at the certain time that I told you were not getting in, and they did not get in. Plenty of times, Miss Love on Air can tell you they came knocking at her door.
They came knocking at her door.
Mama ain't letting me in. No, I'm not. You can't get in here at a certain time. You will not get in. And it's been plenty of times they stepped on the porch. Plenty of times they done call. She done called me.
That ain't never
could you let them in? No, I'm not
sleeping on somebody else's porch that you don't know. Now that's the street.
Now that's rough.
That's wrong.
But you do have to set those kind of rules
Yeah.
and standards.
You gotta set those
Make
boundaries.
them follow.
Yeah.
Point of my story, where was my parent? She was at home.
I guarantee a lot of their parents at home.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of their parents at home thinking that they're with their good, trustworthy friend, and
Some of them don't even think that.
Come on,
just
But how would you react if that was your child and you saw your child receiving or performing that act?
If my child was, I was my daughter, the one who was taking the picture.
Okay, as the parent of those kids, how would you react to your child? What would you do?
Girl, my blood was boiling. I'll be ready to kick ass. So I'm not lying. I would be on fire.
Yeah.
Serious too. I would be on fire. I don't know what you can't actually say. I would do some damage. I probably would be behind bars.
I
would take a minute to meditate.
That's a hard. I would
Yeah,
have
you
to
probably
go
shouldn't
off.
do that.
Don't meditate. Real time in jail. Don't meditate. Just act.
That's a situation where
You might be temporarily insane. That's right. You was temporarily insane.
I can say temporary. That's
Yeah, if you meditate, go premeditate in the first degree.
That's
So if you just act, you might be. It might be a crime of passion. Like
Your kid will be dead.
yes.
that is the time to lose your cool. Man, you be wanting to keep your cool around your child, but that is a situation,
I would be
time to
hurt.
lose your cool. Hurt ain't even a
Speaking of
word.
cool,
I would
though,
be hurt.
why is it so cool? Why is that so cool for them to stand out there and do and oh girl, snap the picture like
I mean, one guy looking like
Yeah, get it, boy. We living in a do as thou will type of world. Like no restrictions, no boundaries, no fear, and you gotta be able to reel your child in from that because you don't want them to be subject to that.
close.
The world is so coming.
teach them to be leaders.
It's definitely coming.
Oh, the world is coming to the end. I'm telling you. You ain't got your house in order. You better
Don't be a lover of the world.
And on that note,
Yeah.
we got to go.